set for Leicester tomorrow, and I'm quite excited because with my new phone I've got the potential to be able to upload a video while I'm there to give you a little preview of the main edit, so I'm looking forward to trying that out. But first I want to talk about Calvary, which is the film about the Irish priests, set in Sligo, starring Brendan Gleeson, and is very reminiscent of the BBC TV series Rev with Tom Hollander, except it's in Sligo, not in London, and the community is definitely a Catholic one rather than an Anglican one. But it's certainly more like that than, say, Father Ted, which is what I wondered if it might be when I first thought about going to see it. The other thing I wondered if it might be is a very depressing, dark tale centred around child abuse, which absolutely isn't. There are elements of it, the very first scene and the very last scene, are very much about that, but even though that's a key element of the story, the film isn't about the story, the film's about the characters, and it's like a light-hearted drama, a soap opera. It's just about getting to know the characters, seeing how they interact with each other, and getting the excitement as one by one you see some very big names in the Irish acting profession coming onto the screen, and each doing very, very well. And I kind of want to say who's in it, because they should be credited, but on the other hand, it's almost like spoiling the plot, spoiling the cast, if you like, and I'm not going to do that. So you just look out for who turns up on the screen and be surprised, or go on IMDb and look it up if you just want to know. Brendan Gleeson's performance is excellent. He carries the whole thing very, very well. It's really believable, really likeable, and not in too syrupy a way, because it would be very, very easy just to portray him as the good priest who's done nothing wrong, in spite of the fact that most priests are known for doing wrong, and he's the good one, like a kind of good Samaritan tale. But there's a lot more depth to it. That's really well written, and really, really well acted. The only slight niggle I have with it, which is very slight because you can easily ignore it, is just the musical score. I just think it's a little bit too direct. The composer thinks, right, okay, I'm going to go for this kind of emotion for this scene, I know exactly how to do it, here's something straight out of the composer's textbook. The music is as predictable as Mozart, and it fits the film, but it's quite obvious that it's there trying to fit the film, and you haven't got a homogeneous effect. You've got, here's a part of the film, the music's appropriate, and I'm really noticing the music because I know exactly where it's going to go. But as I said, even though I spent quite a few minutes rambling about it, it's a minor thing. It doesn't ruin the film. The film's a lot of fun. If you like drama, if you want to have a few laughs, if you've got at least some familiarity with what it's like to spend time in Ireland, then you will enjoy it. And the best thing about it is, I couldn't tell whether or not the writer believes in God or not. He seems to cover both positions fairly well. There are atheists represented fairly well. There are religious people represented as ordinary people who just happen to think that there's a God. And you couldn't tell which side the writer's on, so I'm going to give him credit for that. Alright, hopefully I'll be able to bring you an instant upload from, what did Leicester call their ground now? King Power Stadium, I think. See you then.